Did you guys ever do like Elf on the Shelf?
No. I feel like I missed that.
Is that the thing where you just keep moving it around?
Yeah.
I think we did that 2 years ago now.
I have a young cousin that they used to live in Maryland, so they would come up and stay with my family. So when she was a kid, we would me and my siblings would help my aunt move it around our house because the elf would travel with them because they would spend Christmas morning with us. So we would help with that, but I never had it as a kid. I think it was way after.
Yeah, I think it started after I stopped believing Santa.
You know what I saw at recently is Snoop on a Stoop.
Oh, I was out with one this weekend.
And I almost bought one.
I like that.
Yeah. My friends have one. It's the best.
But I just, what good is that to me? But
Mad Dog, when did you stop believing in Santa?
I was 8.
Oh, wait. If you got kids in the car.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Wait, can we do a retroactive?
you knew that was coming, though, because there was a 30-second lead into that.
Okay.
Should we put a spoiler in there?
We also were talking about the Elf on the Shelf.
Right. Also, if your young children are listening to the show,
Maybe it's on in the car.
Maybe they're in
the
on
car.
the way to school.
I'd be nervous. I was 8 and I found gifts in the back of my mom's car.
What'd she say?
She, I think, wanted to put me up for adoption in that moment.
She was mad at you?
Oh, she was pissed.
What?
A little irresponsible.
Yeah,
she was.
She left him there.
Like my mother, you have all met my mother. She is an
Mrs.
angel
Dog.
sent from heaven above. She to this day has never been more mad at me than me finding it was. I don't know why I was it was a fort building thing. I don't even know. It was little styrofoam poles, and you could form a fort with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a big box, so it was in the trunk of my mom's car in the garage. And I went back there either to play in the car, which is a weird thing that I didn't do often, and I don't know why I was doing that, or she asked me to go get something from the car, and I peeked in the trunk for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Either way, found it and ran inside and was like, oh my God, the fort thing is in the back of the car. And that was the only time I've ever gotten sent to my room. And she was like, why did you look in the back of the car? I didn't tell you to look back there. And I also at that point had found her hiding spot for our other gifts. So it was my mother maybe not the best hider of presents in the world. So I just found it. And then at that point I was kind of I see what's going on here.
Did they have
Was
a
it a
conversation?
rule not to look back there?
No, I think it was just
why would you get in trouble for that?
I think I just looked. I think I don't know why I did it to this day. I just looked in the trunk and it was sitting right there, and she was like, "Why would you look back there?" She must have told me not to, and I didn't listen or something.
That sounds like how do you punish a kid for
Looking in the
looking
trunk,
somewhere where it wasn't a rule where they couldn't look?
right? And the other times when I found the other gifts before this incident, I just kept my mouth shut. But yeah, no, I found her presents, and then the lore was up. But then I had to keep. I mean, I'm still not allowed to say in my house Santa isn't real.
That is a real conspiracy theory.
She doesn't let every present that my brother and I still get, Santa.
I'm curious because I've heard a lot of different answers on this, how y'all's parents did Christmas. So when I would wake up on Christmas, you would go downstairs and there would be a bunch of presents that were unwrapped, and those were from Santa.
Oh.
But then there would also be some that were from my parents, and those were wrapped.
I love that from your parents. They were like, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah,
We're not going to wrap any
That's
extra
so
presents.
smart.
Yeah.
Well, so Santa left all the stuff out, but then there were a few that were from our parents that were wrapped. But then I've heard people who were like, no, my parents didn't. Everything was from Santa.
Yeah.
No, there would be 2 things that would be from Santa, and they were wrapped, and then there would be 2 things from my parents,
Yeah.
and those were also wrapped.
Oh, everything was from Santa.
Oh, everything was?
Everything. Maybe if they were maybe if there was a trip or something involved, it'd be from my parents. But again, to this day, everything is from Santa.
See, I feel bad for if you're a parent out there and
You get no recognition.
You're scraping together Christmas, and then it's thank you, Santa.
Yeah.
It's Santa didn't work a double
Santa's
shift.
taking a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to this day. I'll be now when my brother and I are full adults, I'll be like, oh my God, thank you guys so much. And she's like, don't thank me. Thanks, Santa.
That is a conspiracy theory, though. In real life,
What?
Santa.
That he's still real?
That he's still actually real?
It's maybe the biggest conspiracy in the
still
world.
is not the right word. But
That like every parent has a secret agreement with everybody else to lie to their children.
Yeah. I mean, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy,
Yeah,
Santa.
I believe in the magic of Santa.
I do too.
That's what my
Yeah.
mom says.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spirit
Yeah.
Yes.
My
I
mom
believe in
says
the
if
spirit.
Santa dies, so does Christmas.
of Saint Nick.
damn.
Some years I'll buy myself something and wrap it and say it's from Santa, so I can open it on Christmas.
That's fucking cute.
That's
I
wild.
did that. Santa got me tickets to the Falcons Seahawks playoff game in 2016.
Santa really knows you.
Yeah, no. I did it a couple years ago too. I forget what it was. I need to get something this year.
There's this thing I have with my little one. She still thinks Santa's real, and so like you can call this number, and it's Santa, and he's like ho ho ho, like he does the whole thing, and you can talk to him and leave a message or whatever. It's cute.
Do you do the
That's really
Santa
cute.
tracker?
No, it's the Santa tracker.
On Christmas Eve, it's NORAD. They have a tracker that shows you where Santa is all night.
Oh, that's lit.
And so
I'm gonna
then
do
you can, like, when he starts to get close, you can tell your kids, like, you better go to bed because Santa's in Dallas.
that.
Wait, yeah, what do you do for it, Arian? Like, how do you go about it?
For Santa?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, is everything from Santa?
Yeah, no, everything from Santa.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
Except the trust fund.
They'll
Except the
find
trust
out
fund.
sooner or later. Dad had many knee surgeries so that they can have a good time. I don't need the praise right now.
Yeah.
I'll have my day.
What about with the trust fund though? What if that's also from Santa?
That's the trust fund from Santa.
Santa played 8
No,
years in the
no.
NFL.
No, fuck that and fuck Santa. I feel all these pains. Yeah. You don't give me my flowers for that one.
Santa went undrafted and put together a hell of a career. Nobody believed in Santa.
That's funny.
Santa had to grind it out every single day and prove himself. And then Santa worked for very low pay compared to all the other Santas.
But only
Uh-huh.
for 2 years.
Only for 2 years, and then it was time to get Santa recognized.
A raise.
And then one foggy Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
My brother one time, like the kids at school when he was younger, told him Santa wasn't real, and he came home and said to my mom, like, "Oh, they told me Santa's not real," and like off the top of her head, she was like, "Well, then who would get mom and dad presents?" And my brother was like, "Oh yeah, you're so right."
Oh, that was quick thinking.
Good
And
point.
it's like
Good thinking.
it's like her favorite thing to this day. She was like, "That was so smart that I said that."
That is
It
good.
is.
I was such a dumbass as a kid.
Yeah.
My-
He's like, "Yeah, okay, sure."
My grandfather would come over on Christmas Eve, and then he would like leave Christmas Eve dinner, and he'd go out in the backyard, and he'd get he had like a long stick or something that he would use and start like tapping on the roof, and we'd be like, "Oh, the reindeer are here," and then he would come back in wearing like long john pajamas
Yeah.
and a white beard and a red hat, and be like, "Oh, Santa's here." But then that was a different Santa than the one that would show up Christmas morning, because we would open his presents Christmas Eve, and then Christmas morning I go into my living room, and there'd be new presents there from second Santa.
hmm
I was an idiot.
Yeah, I had a Santa party too growing up. Like
Was it-
my neighbors would do the same thing.
I was a moron. Best Christmas gift I ever got, a dog. Got a family dog, but the dog wasn't there on Christmas.
Horrible gift.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Christmas present was my parents saying, "We've talked it over, and we're gonna get a dog."
That's
And I was like, "Oh!" I was super excited. I was like, "Cool, where, is it here?" They're like, "No, we have to find which dog we want to get."
oh, they didn't even pick out. It wasn't like it's 6 weeks old and we have to wait 2 weeks.
No.
They were just like,
Gave you
the
a-
idea
they
of
gave
a
you
dog.
IOU for Christmas.
We have acknowledged. We have permitted a dog. We've issued a permit to have a house dog.
That's a good fuck. We didn't get him anything. You gotta scramble. That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like.
No, the funniest was when like something wouldn't get shipped in time, so my parents would print out a photo of it
Oh,
and be
yeah.
like, "This is coming.
Yeah.
You got this." Like, okay.
Yeah.